VirtualBox installing. This is Chapter 0, Section 1. If you actually want to know what VirtualBox is about, go to Chapter 0, Section 0, also called VirtualBox. My name is Dion Dresjes. VirtualBox, we're going to install it, but first we need to download it. Then we're going to install it, and afterwards we're going to start it and test if it runs correctly. Downloading VirtualBox. Go to www.virtualbox.org, select your download because you can download it for Windows, Apple and for Linux. Then installing VirtualBox on your PC. If you have a 32-bit operating system, you can only run 32-bit VMs. In Windows, I'm on Windows, you can check it here. Right click on Computer, Properties, and System Type 64-bit operating system. So I can run 64-bit virtual machines. But if you have 64-bit OS, you have to check in your BIOS if the virtualization technology is enabled. On many computers it's not on by default, so check if that's enabled. I already installed VirtualBox, so I'm not gonna install it again. I'm not gonna deinstall it for you, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna install it into a new virtual machine. I'm going to show you, here's a VirtualBox already, so I'm not going to install it on this PC. I'm going to install it into a virtual machine. That makes it a little bit confusing. At the end, we're going to test it. You can create a virtual machine. You also need an operating system, so you can create hundreds of VMs, but for each VM you need an operating system. If your company has a Windows license or agreement with Microsoft, you can download them, install them. If not, you can pay for it. If not, if you don't want to pay for it, you can always use Linux, because Linux is free. What I want to say is, don't use illegal software. I want to ask you, don't you use illegal software. Then you can start the virtual machine. I'm not going to do it in this lab, but you can start a machine, and then you have to refer to the operating system. The operating system can be on a CD or DVD, a physical CD or DVD that you have to put into your computer, or to an ISO. And an ISO, it's a file that represents a CD or DVD. So an ISO is a virtual CD. Let's go virtual. Now the demo. I told you already I installed it, so I'm going to install it into a virtual machine now. So this Windows 7 I have here, it is virtualized, so this is my Windows. I can see it's in a I don't really know the Dutch name, the venster. It's in a box. I can say view, switch to full screen, and this is more easier for you, I guess, so to see. So I go to Internet Explorer. There we're gonna download, go to www.virtualbox.org. I'm going to the downloads, going to the download for Windows, and I'm going to save it. And after saving, I'm going to, it's now download, I'm going to pause it. With pausing it, I actually meant pause the video. So I paused the video and now the download is complete. I can run it. Do you want to run the software? Yes, please. Preparing to install. Welcome to Setup Wizard. Yep, click next, I don't need the shortcuts. Next. Warning, network interfaces. Yeah, I want to have network interfaces because I want to communicate with other virtual machines as well. Next, next, next. I think this can take a while, and I will pause the video and I will come back soon. Now I see this pop up. Do you want this follow program to install software? Yes. I'm going to close the browser so we can focus on the setup screen. And I will pause the video again. Now I see the next screen. Would you like to install this device software? I say yes, install, but first I say always trust software from Oracle because it will pop up some more times with some additional info. And pausing again. Okay, we're only at almost at the end. Start Oracle VM VirtualBox. Yeah, finished. And now it will start automatically. I'm not going to wait for that. I'm not going to pause for that, sorry. I said a lot of sorries and a lot of pause this video. So this is the VirtualBox manager and I see it's in Dutch. Okay, let's go to File, Settings and change it back to English. Taal as languages, English, okay. Yeah, there we go. It's now English. More convenient. And here I see always my virtual machines. I can say I want a new virtual machine. Welcome to the new virtual machine wizard. But if I click next, 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 I have to focus. I have to realize that I have to get an operating system. So get a Windows or get a Linux, doesn't matter, but you have to get one. In a next video, I will show you how to install OpenSUSE 12.1. So maybe you can check that video out as well. From now, I'm going to cancel, close it, go back to my presentation. So what did we see? We downloaded VirtualBox, we installed it, and we run it. We didn't actually install a virtual machine yet, but we will see it later. This was Dion Dresjes for Education.org, and I thank you for staying smart.